kind of long cooldown garbage, it's gonna be too strong as well. So the hero's just at the point where making it just a little bit too much will drive insane. Although I guess some small touches in there. You know what? Upheaval. That'd be funny.
What if they just rework the hero? Did you like that?
No.
Dire's top tower is
I'm
under
actually
attack.
it's him. I'm a miserable person, Mike. I like suffering.
Who else
Lee
is miserable
Warlock.
right now? Why are these very miserable? He's up against the Viper here. Not a very fun thing. Mind you, he does still have more CS than the Viper at the moment. The thing is, as the levels go on here for V, it's kind of like how do you contest this lane as a Pango? Top lane, well, Molasses is going to be okay, but tell me, John, what does the Pango do this game?
Just try to play with your swatch, the angle to shoot. Only have one man go, but he's gonna have a bottle up sooner rather than later, and will cause some issues. Fu is playing really bulky at Warlock,
Radiant's
cleaning up,
courier
getting the
has
Shadow
been
Word's
killed.
off, holding Molasses back. It is a slower lane for Molasses, and it's a Ricky lane, so you can get away with a lot more here for Lunfa than you normally would be able to, and that's providing a lot of room out for Lunfa to just kind of farm uncontested. So he's doing his job well. He's getting his value from the Warlock in lane. Only has one angle left, but kind of fine. If you're not healing up your carry anyway, you can afford to basically just go for a reset at some point. Ideally, you would want this from your side first. But yeah, you've done.
Ball lane, of course, we haven't really talked about too much. You can have him there on the Spectre, which the whole team believe was going to have a pretty free game, assuming he can get not much in the way of contest, because he's got TZ to make sure he does that ball lane. Because Killer Aaron going to be against him. You seem to have some pretty decent lifts into a roof stop. Plenty of damage came down here from the Centaur, the double edge. But I don't know. For now, it just feels like it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, you're not really going to be able to stop him from farming up either. It's a very static lane in that sense. The supports can treat a little bit better. Done a great job here on at least just cut.
Is he really? Oh my god.
Dire's
no
middle
way.
tower is under attack.
He was just sitting there right-clicking the Viper for the last 20 seconds, doing no damage. It turns out eventually it was enough.
That's one of those things. You don't expect the Ricky to rotate, but when it does, you know, you're caught off guard.
He was
You're like, wow,
there
that
for 20
just
seconds, John. He was just
Yeah, but
attacking
it's
the
a Ricky, right? You just don't respect it, right? It's like, all right, it's a Ricky. I have level 2 corrosive skin. I shouldn't die. And yeah, fall into it.
Oh, there he goes. Mark Blue, he doesn't have tank top lane. He just cops 2 razors and that's enough for him. Oh my goodness. There you go. They do get a bit of revenge, but still a massive pickup onto the Viper. Gee, he's still suffering here against that Viper, but ultimately,
Dire's structures
seems
are
like he's still
fortified.
okay. As I say that, he's getting even more damage in, but he will survive through it, I believe.
Is a word I wouldn't use there, Mikey. You kill the Viper, sure. In a way, he gets a reset. He comes in full HP, fresh bottle, it's his water room, and be able to just spit at you constantly. And I'm pretty sure, you know, it's one of those things where you fool me once, shame on you. Me twice, shame on you. He is not going to let that happen again.
Right.
Just going to farm up, just kind of get that build up. And
Radiant's
far,
courier
it's
has
rather
been
even
killed.
lanes. You are coming off a stronger start up top for Lunfa, which is to be expected. The SF just has an uncontested lane. There's not too much in you here from our blue. You have to be cautious about the plump up and creep wave because of the fatal bonds, plus the raises. Just gets out of control really fast. And forward side, Meteor, you're very happy about this lane for him. It's not being contested out. He is going for the blade mail, so he has some flash potential there as well. And Killer is really it's out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of slow out on Killer, but they won't be able to follow up. We'll be there just in case. The Fade Bolt obviously good enough to just hold them back anyway. Won't come really anything close to killing off that Centaur. Meanwhile, Blue top side trying to get a bit of a pull up on the creep wave. Unfood does end up getting the small camp to aggro here, so the creep wave never really flows from our blue apart from one creep. Meanwhile, as we look away, bottom lane, easy. Ends up going down, hitting Clan. Goes back to that. To the double.
Yeah, it's they're gonna
Invisibility. Death's bounty.
doesn't have as many. Stand up.
I don't believe it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meteor gaming, right? Mid lane's not going well. Top lane's not going great either. And bottom lane, it starts to get very difficult against Killer, even just on his own. But once the Rubik gets into the equation, it's built and pop.
Yeah, it's a bit tough for you to get any play coming out there. You're at the point where Killer's just gonna have a fan card ready to go at some point. He's just gonna be set. You don't have enough match left. It's focused on the central for you. But you will have to stop and stack the farm better fast. Or just 15-minute shard time, which it's gonna leave a lot of things that can to the top as well.
Killer gonna back off. A little up. He doesn't seem to rip his own. Probably just double left. The dispersion damage to replace. Not gonna be fun at all. He has enough regen. The reset just a little bit in the laning stage, and eventually you can just keep this harassment up. Like there's not too much you can do as and luckily he does have the regen flying into TZ, so I suppose he gets his own reset here. Killer, bit of a chase, but won't amount to anything. They don't have the lockdown. Because he does have level 6 up now, so Stampede is available if he needs to. And it seems like perhaps the bottom lane isn't as challenging as it once was.
Yeah, it's something he can work on it now with Hood Finds. He can leave the Centaur solo. Okay, now with Aaron, he does manage to spot with G. The role is ready, but not for the trying to get some stacks up on the camp on the side there. Side of Poke. I mean, they've got this really comfortable 2K lead. Got this SF that's been uncontested and it's timing the Dragonland. Actually, around who can threaten with goal and win that stuff as well. And this earlier time just it isn't to the favor of Meteor. And a lot of it just feels like it's going to take a lot longer.
Is under attack.
That's where it can really go.
Chase again on something, but again, the armor. He's just going to tank through it. So much heal coming out. And on top of that, now you've got the blade mail up, so you can kind of just start repairing damage at this point if he really wants to. Literally double up the double edge.
Try to bring them down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Of course, it does lead to flash from as well for Meteor, but you don't really have the stacks. Just there with the Dispersion Blade Mail. No platform kind of like
Not to protect, but they've got some type of this time, and that's going to be more than enough. So you've got the Nether Toxin to add to the equation. Is not very tanky, and that's a massive pickup. Like, this is suppose one you'd be relying on throughout this whole game. Well, the laning has been really great aside of your game. Like, this is their saving grace right now, and you see how easily they can just kind of burst down the spectrum when they wish.
As long as they get an additional here with some output, as long as that V is around, kind of help with it, and it doesn't take too long. Really no counterplay from your train. Drop living armor, but still melt on Spectre there. Just be a little bit cautious. Meteor's game, a lot slower. They haven't really played this early role coming out from YRG, but they're clomping up top with Molasses and YRG. Maybe just for that push. Should be able to find that tier 1 objective for themselves. Still, you've already rotated out as Luntra. He has his Master of Madness up. And actually just farms some small stacks around the built up
The double damage available as well. Middle, just pushing out the 1 tower. YRG with the Rolling Thunder. Not the easy target to go on. They are bringing at least one more in. Probably it's tricky. Aaron will at least get caught out, so you find something.
Top tower has fallen.
If it's going to be enough for the push of the mid lane, Perk will be forced to back off. Let's at least get that ruby.
Find a Rubik. Yeah, ensure that the double damage isn't doing as much here, or V as well, since not able to leverage that into a kill. And you're just stalling. Yeah. Aim for the thing here for Meteor is stall, trying to just wait it out.
Dire's middle
Build
tower
up.
is
They are
under attack.
using the stacks that YRG built up. The blade mail dispersion, there was a time where this was super fast. Now it just doesn't feel as impressive. Just barely lived through. He has to use the seeds of
Dire's
soon.
structures are fortified.
I mean, you know, when you have to use that item, it literally does nothing. I mean, it's like not even a great. It's not even a tanker at this stage, John. It's terrible.
It's
terrible.
some HP. At least it's there. You know,
Yeah.
it's something to help you out, and you need
Radiant's
everything you can
bottom
get here
tower
on
is under
Meteor.
attack. Scanning.
If I was to predict neutral item to get the lead next match, it's Seeds of Strength. I just don't see what the point of this item is. Even, how depressing is it as a +5 when you see that item drop? Because you know
Radiant's
you're going to
bottom
have to
tower
carry it
is
for 10
under
minutes.
attack.
Yeah. It's not they are trying to have a fun time here on Poco, pushing in bot.
They are. Rolling Thunder is submitted by YRG. Looks like he'll try for the Centaur, but Stanford is just going to allow them to run. So the chase is on after Aaron, but Swashbuckle was picked up, and now it's Shield. So we have the Rolling Thunder, but YRG basically finds nothing with this Rolling Thunder at all. And the chase is still on for him. The shield crash from the Rubik.
Death's
They
bounty.
will not be able to get in range to punish the Pango at the end, so it looks like he's going to be okay. But ultimately, this bottom one tower, it does seem like it will eventually just drop.
And they've got the gold ready to go in round 2 as well. Or Warlock can actually contribute here in this fight. He does actually live through it.
I was thinking about dropping it. He might have to very, very soon. He's pumping at the moment, but won't really drop the goal yet. That Swashbuckle is going to catch him on the tail end. Very nice from Ranfu. And on the tier 1 bottom tower, it remains protected.
That it does. And again, the stall game is still there on the side of Meteor. They're managing to just get attention away from allow to switch with the farm. Sure, objective stand. That's all they need to do. They're stalling out. We're gonna go for a smoke play out here as well.
Yeah. It's mid lane they go. You'd love to find this Viper another time if you can. You might run right into him. Marblu and find the vision. Won't quite yet. Like Veed seems to believe this war down. They will find the rig with that sentry ward. Marblu kind of understanding his
Dire's
life is
middle
just
tower
gone, so
is under attack.
we'll run right into them. And with that, the rest of the smoke rotation really won't pan out for anything. They are going to head down bot with the rest of the smoke. They have Rolling Thunder back up, and maybe they can find themselves Aaron. Aaron's sticking around just a little bit longer, but they won't see him. We're going to be okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dodge out, and now it's Poke's turn to smoke. They can't shut around for a bit. It still has to be on a golf grid, though, at least.
That's great setup onto the Death Drop, and
Radiant's
Molasses
middle
heaps
tower is under attack.
not even close to how much damage they really needed. They just believe one tower, it is gone. No
Radiant's
saving it
middle
this time
tower
around.
has fallen.
Meanwhile, Marblu, he did get dusted up for a moment, but ultimately just wants to take
Radiant's
in,
middle
coming
tower
in the
is under
Spectre.
attack.
M obviously very low, trying to take those Ancients, but is going to be okay. But still, I mean, the tempo of the game right now is certainly Poke's way. Like, it's kind of hard to keep up with this shaft at the moment. Mind you,
That should help.
you've got a question in about 10-15 minutes. Is it going to be enough? Maybe not, because he's going for the Aghanim Scepter, and he's getting relatively close to picking it up.
Amazing what you
I
found
think it's
lying
still going to be a
around.
good time. Your sports will be in danger, but counterplay here from is you've got Stampede. If it's off the down, you can just avoid the sidestep, shadow step, and maybe look for your own kill opportunity. So you have some counterplay coming out from Poke against that timing that is going for, and even with the ads, don't have anything like the Diffusal Manta, so outright kill sports can be a little bit slower. And that can give some Poke to just regroup and go again. item timing that's coming out from Lanfa feels a lot scarier. BKB lined up for him, BKB lined up for the pipe coming out for Killa to indicate some of the magical output he will be receiving from the DP and from the Tango. A lot more durability to play with here for themselves. For some reason, 16 minutes in, Ranfu has not had the chance to use Chaos Option
Never
this far.
see this coming.
He hasn't had the need to, and he hasn't. So it's rather interesting to never play around at. They catch out TZ here.
Radiant are scanning.
They do. TZ going to K to walk back into the tree line. That's my big issue with this hero. It's
Are
like,
scanning.
when do you drop the gold? It's... And when you do drop it, is it too late? Because 16 and a half minutes in with a level 1 gold. It's not like it's going to do that much.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Very...
Radiant structures are fortified.
Warlock. They do have a chance.
Creative. They do quite a bit he needs available. That's gonna drop. He's a matter of him. Stick charges.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Stand. Okay. Just up to you.
Let's get that push going. Have to get it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
At least, yeah, wide reach control coming out from TZ. There is one thing to note about this game, Mike, and this is going to be a pretty deep take. Notice how we have
Dire's bottom
Warlock
tower
as
is
that
under
entry
attack.
into the game. If we could, for a moment, just have them spam cancel their ults, that would be the loudest sound on your speakers for all the viewers. All of them just spam. A while ago we got it, like the spam Golem stop and the spam Requiem stop. We didn't quite get the overgrowth base drop stoppage, but those are some really great audios. God, I love the audio design in Dota 2. It's so recognizable. You can tell what spell is from just the sound.
It is very good, Jonathan. That might be pretty much all the Warlock has to offer in this kind of game anyway. You know, might want to get on top of that. He does need a bit of help from other bandits, but hopefully they'll get together and they'll get it right soon. Music is not easy, Jonathan. It's not easy at all.
And this game is also not easy for either side. It's you have a 3K lead for Pokemon, it just doesn't feel like fully in control. And the fact that Meteor is standing up
Dire's
against
bottom
Green,
tower
it's
is
being
under
healed
attack.
up, got living armor maxed out, so it does heal up fairly well, not as quick as before, but still. It's gonna be back to full by the time Pokemon decides to go back in there.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah, it's just we don't run after this. One more people. So you have a shadow stick, jump back line. You have some great initiating thing, just run around your step and pick off some. With the dark going, that is the one way to at least play globally.
Dire's bottom tower is
Systems
under
actually come
attack.
out really fast. They can't afford to take this against the tree game out. It's not a confused position for you to be playing from that far behind you.
So yes.
Illusion.
This is the problem. This is the problem. It's just getting way too much space. Meteor Gaming are probably more than happy with the way this game's gone. Yeah, you've got an asset to rely on, but it's not easy to think of. Like, against this,
Dire's bottom tower is under
there's always
attack.
King of the Lake game.
Dire are scanning.
We'll see what Lundford gets done. But he's still top of the net worth board, but just not by much. Just about 600 to spare. It's just way too big, way too tanky to just burst down, and here we go. Off lane, shadow step. Seems like he just wanted a shadow step for the sake of getting to that top lane to be able to come up a little bit longer. Marblue's going to show up. Dart is out of the center, but nobody's really close enough to hold Killer down. Be all sharp as all the Viper in this room, but there is a sentry to scout this down, so they know he's here. Most of the team are behind him as well. There's the Stampede being committed, but only found a Ricky so there's the train as well. Viper strike will connect, so T's a drop. So we'll find two supports for this. Love to blink in and stun for another, but instead we're going to try for Roshan. Blink was on cooldown. In the end, finding both supports does open up the Roshan pit.
You don't have to worry about the overgrowth play. Could try for a steal and still with a roll, which is massively risky. Won't go for it. First, rush goes away. It looks like here.
Gets stunned by G, and there's your Horde coming in. 130 does pick up the Aegis for himself. If they go, try to force the bomb. The almost dropped as well. Nobody's dying quite yet though. But trying to focus on Killer, but the Requiem with it buys a little bit of time, but not much. One foot as both top players will to call that through, considering they got off the Aegis. Supposed to meet at the door.
Just keep the bow. Once it's that comes up, just go for opportunities on the shadow that now it's basically just farm, a bit of threat, maybe on the angle in. You have a window where you don't have to worry about the gold drop, so that is a small opening for me to feel confident enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It shouldn't be too long at this point. Full committing. So cheeky.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thinking about Ranfu as well. Might be able to go to that T2 tower quite yet, but
Radiant's bottom
it's just that
tower is under
stage of the
attack.
game. Sleeping Dart, set up everything. It's was without expect. Now they're gonna find the attack perhaps. And who will reveal they can see him. Marblue will try to go for a run. There's your Sleeping Dart out, and they won't want to make the jump in. They know he's not alone. There is gonna come a point where the Spectre's gonna happily shadow step over him, kind of just join in.
That's gonna be the man's timing. Once has that nice and easy time to find these solo pickoffs. Still maintain this network lead from Hope, but then we have to see them do something with it. The bot tier 1 still stands. They didn't fully commit, half HP there. Dragging the numbers now. I mean, we don't have to pull them up in this team fight though, but Stanford's ready for the repeat.
There's T1
Radiant's
bottom
bottom
tower.
tower
No protection
has
this
fallen.
time around.
Dire's structures are fortified.
68 advantage now. The way Poke pulls up on tower is the sign of Poke. G we've got a to try to move in. Maybe go after that Warlock, but Stampede is there, and now well, they only gave away Shield Crash. He'll go for the Rolling Thunder TP away, and I suppose you could make the argument he was trying to get rid of that creep wave. I don't know if it's quite worth committing a Rolling Thunder for that, but it's something.
In the grand scheme of things,
Dire's top tower
in a
is
way
under
that's
attack.
worthwhile. His Rolling Thunder cooldown is lower than Stampede.
Death's
It's not like you have a
bounty.
massive window where you're gonna have Rolling and Stampede set up. But now you don't have Stampede for the retreat on the side of
Dire are scattered.
inside the Meteor. They've got their own.
Dire's
Yeah,
top tower
TC.
is under attack.
Warlock experience.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This is
Never
it's
mind.
actually so
Radiant's
sad.
bottom tower
Is this the
under
train
attack.
counter?
I don't know if I'd say that. It looks like it here, but
Radiant's bottom
I would not
tower
say
is
that. No,
fallen.
Warlock is
Dire's
looking
middle
good here.
tower
I'm
is under
playing well.
attack.
The Warlock is not counter to anything. It's what I'm trying to say. So, it's working though. It's working. Just, not that good right now, but it's working out very nicely for the side. They're playing around with here well. Heck, we haven't even seen the maximal usage, if it would say. Fatal Bond on 5 with a Razor on top. That's when things get crazy. They haven't had to rely on that, which is good news for the side of Poke. What's more good news here, Mike, is that they are working down to that silver, another break for Lunfer to have up against that spec. And is still trailing behind in gold. Yeah, it's almost done. But 5 minutes in, the SF and the Viper is still threats. And there's always Stampede they left and that other stuff consequences.
We go, Aaron. Yeah, caught, Stampede pop though. Aaron's still just going to try to run away and does actually make it away. He's alright. Mind you, there was a Stampede used for that, but I suppose for the side of Poke, they don't really care. It's still just a Stampede.
There's a full smoke out for Meteor though. No Stampede's down, they know this is an opportunity. Same goes for Poke. One for it.
Yep, in we go. Smoke on smoke, not good. They go. Renfu's gone. Molasses will eventually drop, but for the price of 3 heroes on Poke, definitely worth their trouble. On the side of Meteor Gaming.
Stop. In that fight. And for Poke, they force that fight with
Dire's
2
middle
big
tower
down. No
is under
Stampede, no
attack.
Golden. So they don't have a way of getting something
Good pick off. They found that mid bomb. Off the back of that leaping dart, there was no way for him to get out, and sadly, 5 seconds away from Stampede, you didn't have that option either.
punishing well. They're playing the pickup game well. You still have a 5K lead for Poke, but it does to the point where you're wondering whether or not it's enough. Needs that system play and where kind of shot. And for the most being it.
Are scanning.
Free? You're not the no yeah. Fine. Oh. I'm trying to re-engage. We are opening to drive a big catch in this game, but so far, 5K lead holds steady, but it hasn't thrown in some time.
And more. Worrying signs for Poke. That's you go again. Shadow step. Yeah. This combo, like, there's nothing you can do unless you
Dire's
stay as
bottom
5.
tower is under attack.
You will get bursted down every single one. Look at Mark Blue.
Yep.
Behind the
Radiant's
T2
top
tower
tower
mid
is
lane,
under
just
attack.
casually standing there. No sentry will
Dire's
discard him
bottom
out.
tower is under attack.
And they might pop a smoke too, which is the worst part. If they pop a smoke nearby, it's just going to be even worse. No, they do fine. There you go. They'll punish you.
It is only a Ricky.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Very unfortunate try to dodge with the tricks there into the hoof stomp as he came. Feel good here at Poke, but Meteor are still smoked up. Up together once more. Overcoat is ready, but they don't really have good vision right now as to the whereabouts of Poke. Could just lead to Poke just panicking that looking up themselves. They are at the full silver edge here
Dire's
for
top
Lantra.
tower is under
So you
attack.
can break the spec. It's just they haven't found him in quite some time. Meteor's done a fantastic job of protecting that spec, just playing around haunting Shadow Step rather than having this Spectre be up front.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Poke's still up. Not wanting to allow that to happen again. There's your 4-man smoke hunt now. No vision to scout it out. Maybe a little bit obvious considering how long we've been missing, and Marble, he didn't break the smoke anyway. Move stopped way off the mark. The tricks the trade was there, but they do have the lift up from Aaron. It really was tricky, but he just walks up. No problem. Hoping, honestly, I'm a little bit lost now. Kind of like, we can hit creeps, we can farm well on firm. After that,
Dire's
It's
top
like,
tower
how are we
is
going to
under
initiate
attack.
these fights at this stage?
The only bet is like a link hook stop, and all you're finding is this Ricky constantly breaking their movement up. You need to find TZ. He's the target. TZ and YRG. You take away those team fight spells, you have a better chance here on the side of Pope, Meteor. And they're really using this Ricky well. Scouting out, even if the follow through is there, just the threat of throwing darts onto someone, the threat causes them to use Stampede so defensively and Pope that jump is just a big challenge. And we heard the panel talk about it. They're slow on a lot of heroes here.
Well, sleeping down himself here because Killer had the Lotus Orb, but he's still fine. Just can't really keep up with him. Like, he smoke screens and just walks away. It's just kind of sad to watch. Ricky's just annihilating them at the moment.
That's the Ricky for you, right? For bounce Ricky as well. You get the lead move. You get the next best thing here, Mike. Along with the tree.
Love to see.
Probably its top supports right now. In terms of first phase priority. Aside of going back to your point of them just kind of being lost. I mean, they've been fine though. Right? Like they've been going in with these smokes, they've been trying to run around, but it's a Ricky problem. Marvu is just way too much for the teams. Get anything done. They could try for Roach, but it's not safe having the pickoff still on. Got the gem up and kill it. Spot Marvu is not going to be as hard.
Scat is out. Hope you know exactly where they are at the moment. Obviously, you don't want to really disengage. I say that there is going to be a flat-man smoke up. Marblue in perfect position to break said smoke. He'll wrap around through the Roshan pit instead, avoiding the Ricky altogether. Oh, run into the stuff. This is a accurate low. Smoke is broken, but no, Killer. He had to try and do a fight. Now the horns out, they can try to force the fight. The advantage they have. Killer, he's going to stampede in anyway. Onto the Spectre. Still, he is going to be just fine. Moon's running. He is on the chase. Good have enough damage. Will the TP right away. They can't hold him down. And he can always go in the team fight. The DP keep going. Keep hitting up. Molasses is not going to die through this. They're off the DSM. Easy will stand his own ground. Slippy's done. We'll slow him down just a little bit. Molasses now being forced to back as Len Burr proving to doing too much damage here on DSM. They're going to move back in now with Requiem gone. There's no defensive play to the side of Poke. They'll just have their way with a three-man swashbuckle out from YRG. Taking a very long time to kill off the side of Poke, but they will eventually get it done. And Roshan is completely open now if you are Meteor Gaming.
They can just easily go for it. Not the quickest for them to take, but you got the jury will respect this kind of play that position. And the second fight of Poke, again, it's just a little hard for them to go into these fights. Get their smoke broken, they have to jump into the line, they don't get the hoof stomp. They still get the chase, but that initial control of the Haunt, it's just a team fight. And now we're at the point where the Spectre is a bit too big to handle. Got the Scotty, so much stats, so much HP and EHP, despite that dispersion damage around. Got control. Interlens, Marblue for the range and Sleeping Guard is just that much funnier to see. And for Pope,
Haste.
support to it. None of these supports just plays. Maybe Rubik could with Blink. You have that Aaron, but it's easier done this.
It is. It is, Jonathan. Triangle. And we occupied that Poke again, looking very lost at the moment as to what they could possibly do with this game. His itemization, the Satanic and Butterfly. Then it's just a matter of can you actually stand for a hit here for the whole team fight, and the answer is generally no. Here we go. My man Smoke will move into that Radiant jungle. You might find Marblue. He's so frustrating. Smoke's broken. The Ricky knows. Down around. Corey of the Ricky. There dumps down. That's the only kill you're gonna get. They even stampede away just in case. But they're stampeding forward to Molasses. But he's out of range. He does not get caught.
every single time they're forced to use Stampede like this, it just feels so good for Meteor. They know there's no disengage option, and Killa.
That main. He's enjoying the Centaur experience right now. Yeah, he's just gone down to illusions. Wants to be away. All has been blocked. The Spectre is well on the chase. A bit committed, but it won't matter because one ID's right behind him. But if be a double kill, might not find more. But they're just kind of proving how dominant they are in this kind of match. This kind of game, these kind of drafts.
Just no counterplay coming out from both. Again, their use is just not ideal. Now they're down going for a sort of defensive fight as well. Got good farm blowing in on Lumpa, but seen from the SF, it's not enough. It feels like this entire game is on his back. That's not what it is. But there he is going for the coming here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Once that hexes up, you've got added control against what they need to actually find these builds. Since you have that here on B, can the pseudo blink initiator follow the Centaur? Side of Meteor, no! Don't care. Keep farming, keep building up. Work your way onto that powerful later. It's just he's putting the shadow steps just ridiculous. Even onto a Viper can just easily melt him.
Hey, you can. We go again.
Dire's middle tower
fine.
is under attack.
Nobody. Molasses, I mean, you see that it's a bit of a tanky play though.
Dire's bottom
Jump in,
tower
they'll try,
is under
lift this
attack.
up, he'll be HP, just look to try and fight back. And they just have to stampede it on. They're just not feeling confident whatsoever here, Poke.
I don't think that was a stampede to run either. I believe that was to initiate forward, but then they saw the BKB. They're not couldn't get the boost off. Instant disarm onto a long further, and then it just turns into. They're just not able to find angles. 4K lead suddenly coming out here from Meteor, just so big and tanky on that step. Just gonna smoke. They've got this opportunity. Everything will be for you. Except conflict. You have shadow step. Haun's gonna be off anyway.
I mean,
Dire's
he's fight, that's
courier
for sure
has
for
been
Poke.
killed.
See if they get caught. Courier, I was going to run for 70 items on it. They'll run into Aaron, he might just get the lead. He might expect her right in. Plus, it's a free tower. They're both will hold it down. The Viper can do nothing. Literally nothing.
Dire's bottom tower is
You
under
feel like
attack.
you're right. At the point where shadow step on core, it's just nothing right for him. Oh, butterfly. His
Dire's
damage up is
bottom
just
tower
insane.
has fallen.
It's a ton of armor on top of it. Don't really have a good way of dealing with that. Even with the break,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
just onto the push.
Dire's
They
structures
don't have
are falling.
stampede. Roll off will be up in 10. Maybe you get a defensive fight then.
Oh, Aaron's gone. I mean, that just happened so quick. Lumpo, he's gonna find the rich. So you must lose a trade. But that's a dieback move. The team is going to be focused down. Perhaps absolutely zero people right now. Aegis does expire, but I don't think he is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
They're going to break
fortified.
on, you just don't have the output. You have Stampede and Golem drop
Dire's
ready, but
bottom barracks are under attack.
doesn't feel like you can really work it
Radiant's
here.
top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Doesn't really
Do is you can't up or me or kick up here would feel really good for Monfer. Just having that spear can actually give you a little bit of a window to get that first, to get some control, to not have to deal with that one hero trying to escape. He's not opting for it yet. He's not even queuing. He is going for the arcane blink next. So we're gonna reach that point where you just keep trying to spam out the Requiem, and it is fairly annoying to have that AoE fear on hand as BKB shrink down in duration here. The game's becoming harder and harder to focus on.
Monster kill.
And again, Aaron immediately deleted. Oh,
Dire are scanning.
well, we both have these games, right? Where you're just playing support against the lights. And you know you just can't buy. Yeah. He's going A on this. I suppose. There'll come a point when the you're gonna find my idea, but he's got quite a few of them. Requiem, it does nothing. It does not. They would have chased him down. Mentor's gone. He's caught out the Viper. He is dead as well. That's four heroes. Okay, John. Gone.
Just like that. He'll get the live, but he'll can't stop the third fire himself.
Dire's middle tower
And now
is
you
under
just go for the
attack.
rest of the tier 2s. You still have to take care of top if they're shoving in. You can swing around to top, just at least have one hero can handle that.
Dire's middle tower
We're
has fallen.
able to find this emerald on the high ground.
Oh boy, Aaron. Yeah, leave Aaron alone, man. It's not fair. It's not fair. He just respawned.
Dire's middle tower
Tricky
has
on to
fallen.
just dies like this
Dire's
dieback a
middle
while ago.
barracks
It's
are
not
under
much you can do.
attack. Dire's bottom barracks.
The spawn cannon, John.
I mean, you could expect it, right? Like that's a one-take in post. You could just shadow Manta and you could literally just kill people in base where you hit that timing. Fortunately, is not doing that because see that's really depressing to see in a pro game.
Precious bump.
You could easily do it on Paranfu. Easily. Here's just your all you know. That,
Yeah.
Doesn't do much.
Don't worry, John.
Dire's top
I'm
tower
trying to get
has
busted in the next
fallen.
match. Don't worry.
He even went for the upheaval attack speed. Over Shadow Word. This doesn't have a shard. Yeah, you can't even just be healing bot right now because it's you can drop upheaval that gives attack speed up. That's kind of DSF at the same time.
I see this coming.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole 12 attack speed per second. That's amazing. So, I'm being sarcastic in case you want to, John.
It's good. Yeah, it's not good. No, I never pick that up unless I'm like 5 levels ahead of the enemy team, which doesn't what you do in Warlock. You're gonna win.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Double stop just in case. First one gonna Meteor on top of it. Try and press down my RT, but he's fine. He had an aim on this gun. Requiem, it does fly out. Ooh, does not care. He has his own BT. Just kind of walk that off the long term. He's just getting annihilated. Even close.
Dire's middle tower is under
RT,
attack.
you'll hold down the Viper. This is one of those fights where you just think about calling it, right? Like, it's going too one-sided.
Go on her.
Hold down again. Once it's froze, I think they just go.
Dire's
no
middle
point going
tower
for Megas.
is under attack.
And on the side of Hope, what do we have? To call.
Yeah.
The side of Meteor,
Culture
and
and
play a nice fast AM.
Dire's
And
middle
Hope
tower
played hard way. And I'm not really fully blaming the pod pick, but it certainly didn't feel like a couple toss, right? Because you'd see team fights break out, and early team fights you drop goal. Later team fights you drop goal, and they feel impactful at all. So